hotel, we're on a train, and that's because we are heading to Yaroslavl, which is another city in Russia. This is the first time I've really explored Russia, other than obviously living in Moscow. I'm really excited about it. Luke has some friends there, he used to study there, so he knows the area quite well, and I'm excited to explore with him. And we're just currently taking the bus to our hotel. It took us, I believe it was around 3 hours and a half to get here. It wasn't bad, I slept most of the time and read my book. Georgian restaurant right now. It's really nice actually. It's called Mamuka. Luke's been here like loads of times. He even brought his mum here a few times as well. He really loves it, and I see why. Like, the food is really good. Also, it's really like affordable, especially compared to like Moscow prices. Now we're comparing it to Moscow prices. But yeah, it's really tasty. I had like lamb chops. Luke's had a fish. Yeah, really good. Good morning everyone! So we are out now in Yaroslavl. We woke up and went to the buffet, which was really nice. And what were you saying about this street?
I used to walk down this street when I used to study in this city in my year abroad, so fond memories. And this is the street with the most bars in Yaroslavl. Kirova, Ulica Kirova. That's the city government there. Mayor works there, if I'm not mistaken. We have a political party here, LDPR, Liberal-Democratic Party Russia, and their own little van. So there you go.
I don't think many people have heard of Yaroslavl. It's not a very famous city, is it? So I thought I'd ask Luke for some interesting facts about it, in case you know nothing about Yaroslavl. So take it away.
1,000 ruble bills in Russia. The city, the statue of King Yaroslavl. Unfortunately, it's going to be replaced with a symbol from Nizhny Novgorod, another big city.
Oh,
so
really?
I wasn't even aware, to be honest. Now that my friend told me that, I of course recognise it on the 1,000 ruble bills. But
that's interesting.
it's something obviously when you're taking off a money bill, which you're acutely aware of as a city resident. But anyways, that's what's happened. You can just walk up that tower, walk around the ground, so we don't need that long to go there. That's why I don't mind walking around there, and then we'll walk there. I don't even want to spend 40 minutes in the Kremlin.
Oh, it's so lovely here. I think the weather just really makes it. I think it would be a different experience if it was like, it was raining or something. But it's really beautiful, and there was like a stand with ice cream, a stand with like selling corn, and now we're at, where are we? Like some sort of church?
Yeah, here's a very big church, and this is Eternal Flame monument in every Soviet city to Second World War soldiers. And says Slava Voinam Geroyam, a glory to heroic soldiers.
Unfortunately, because of the wind, it's impossible to hear what Luke is saying in this clip, but basically this is one of the views of the Volga River. The Volga River is actually the longest river in Europe, which goes from the northwest of Moscow down to the Caspian Sea in the south, and it drains most of Russia. So if you're ever in Yaroslavl, make sure to come here, as you'll get an amazing view of the river. I've saying for so long that I wanted to buy like a scarf, like a headscarf, because like so many Russians wear them here, and I finally got one off their store next to the river. Yeah, we're gonna head into this church now. I can't film inside for obvious reasons, but yeah, we're gonna go inside now. Something I've noticed about Yaroslavl is there's so many churches. We probably walked past maybe like 6 at this point, and they're all so beautiful. Just here, behind this sign, there's another church, and now we're crossing the road to go to the Kremlin. Here's a little glance of the Kremlin. The entrance, I believe, is just that way.
I think it's called the Beer Palace or something.
Have you ever been?
Nationalny Dirnaya, a national beer restaurant.
Nice. It's just opposite the Kremlin here. It's a beautiful building though, have a look. Ah. We're gonna go visit one of Luke's friend's parents after we go visit the Kremlin, so that's why we're kind of thinking maybe we should get some flowers for when we go visit them.
Yaroslavl Museum, National Park. For like nature reserve. Неровная форма, да?
All of the signs have an English translation, which is really, really helpful. So we just looked around one of the museums here in the Kremlin. Unfortunately, we can't go up the really tall tower here because it's not open until mid-May, which is a little bit annoying because, yeah, it has an amazing view up there. But yeah, we're just going to go around to the different museums, and there's a lot of beautiful things to look at here, so that's lovely.
I don't believe I've been to this museum before, Natural History Museum, so quite interesting.
It's very different to the last one. I thought they'd all be very similar, but this is natural history. And as you can see, there's like big animals behind us, and then the last one was to do with the church, so yeah, very interesting. So here we are on the map right there, and obviously Moscow's there. It's quite cool to see it like this. Wow, it's so big. You're at its nose. I love the displays here, they're really beautiful. We have a natural history museum near where my family live, like 10-15 minutes away, and it has like loads of animals like this one, but it's just the displays are completely different. I really like the displays here. I think they're really well put together. Just look at this, you can really see the animal in action.
Citizen, don't forget to take part in the census. Population census. And this one says, what did the October Revolution give to female workers and female peasants?
This here is a famous fairy tale character called Baba Yaga. My mum sometimes compares me to her if my hair looks crazy. Here's something I actually have seen before, which is a samovar. There's a few in the background. It's used for making teas, and we actually have one at home. But yeah, a lot of people, I think most people have them in their homes in Russia. We're just leaving the Kremlin now. We visited basically all of the museums, and it's actually really funny because the whole time there was this group of like young girls, and they kept on going really near us because they realised we were English, and they were like chatting about us, trying to figure out what to say to us. They were like kind of following us around a bit. It was really funny, really cute. But yeah, that's what you get when you're English tourist, and you also have a big camera and you're vlogging around. You do draw some attention. There are horses just here in the middle of the city for you to ride. currently waiting for Luke's friend's parents just outside this beautiful theatre. What's the name of it?
Theatre Volga.
And it's just on this roundabout here, very busy. You might have heard of Yaroslavl for a very tragic incident. In 2011, a plane carrying players and coaching staff of the Yaroslavl ice hockey team crashed on takeoff, killing all but one of the 45 people on board.
A lot of them were Czech and stuff because now there's a rule that there can only be 2 foreigners in a team, but back then there wasn't that rule, so a lot of them were Czech.
The stadium has various memorials of the team that died, and it has clearly made a huge impact on this city.
Сейчас видео будет. Здесь вот просил русское блюдо.
Мы сделали сами. Холодец. Еще не попробовал холодец.
Ты не пробовал?
Думаю, нет.
Никогда?
Никогда.
Ну, вот
мы сами делаем.
Мы вчера просто чисто случайно.
Люк, огурчики наши.
Вау.
Это
наши,
с деревни.
как ты говорил.
Это с деревни.
Это лечо с деревни. Это лисички, петушки, гребешки, как хочешь называй, грибочки из деревни тоже. Огурцы тоже из деревни. То есть
и
вот
картошка из деревни своя.
Да, картошку вот пожарили тоже, как ты говорил, пожарили картошку деревенскую. Вот, ага. Деревенская картошка. Вот. А холодец вчера мы чисто случайно сделали. Почему чисто случайно? Холодец мы не делаем постоянно. Это у нас, как правило, либо праздником, да. Вот.
Вино Грузии.
Вино будем? Вино выпьем?
С Грузии.
Давайте.
Выпьем, да? Потому что я прочитала вчера, что в Англии якобы вино пьют только вечером.
Ничего страшного.
We just had a really lovely lunch. I think we spent like 3 or 4 hours there, but it was really lovely. They spoke Russian the whole time because they don't speak English, so it was really good like listening practice for me. I tried to sneak a few words in that I know. Now we're at a shopping centre because I just want to like look around and maybe get some new clothes and stuff because it's now spring and you can just tell by the temperature's changed so much. And I just have this like really thick coat which I bought for like winter for negative 25 degrees, so I really need something new. Let's have a look around. There's a lot of like British and American shops here. Actually, that's really funny. We've just come across this shop called Modi and I've actually gone inside and bought something before. It reminds me of a shop called Tiger in the UK. I don't believe it's a British shop though. I think it's like a German shop and it's like really cool, cheap, affordable, interesting things for your house. Here it is. Yeah, it just really reminds me of Tiger and you have to go around it like this. I love it. It's an amazing shop. One of Luke's friends, Lisa. Hello. And what's the name of the bar? Blast, yes. It's really near the shopping centre we were at earlier. But yeah, the drink's good. It's relatively small, but the drinks are cheap. They're around 250 rubles. We decided to take a taxi instead of a bus because first of all we didn't have to walk as far. Second of all, it's really cheap here. It costs like around 80 rubles to go. I think it's like 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away, which is really great, especially compared to traveling by taxi in Moscow or London especially. So yeah, sad to leave, but it was a good trip, so definitely worth coming. not sure if that's the proper word to use. Super cool. It's my first time being on one. Luke's been on one before. Literally everyone is sleeping because the stop that we got on, people have already been on the train for maybe a few hours prior to that, so most people are sleeping. I am going to edit a video for the next few hours. This is my view of the Russian forests, and as you can see, everyone is sleeping and Luke is on the top bunk. Hi Luke. What are you going to be doing?
Just reading.
Nice. He had trouble getting up because there are just 2 little steps up here, so some guys had to push him up onto his bed. We're not really sure how you're actually meant to get up if you don't have any help, but yeah, there we go. Come to the restaurant on the train, which is a first for both of us. We've ordered some food. Mine hasn't arrived yet, but this is Luke's. What did you order?
It's supposed to be a schnitzel. A nice little fried potato, very nice, with dill. Nice cucumber, tomato, refreshing.
Yeah, and he ordered a tea as well, yeah. And this is our view. So, forest, amazing. We just got back home and I'm absolutely knackered. We did so much in such a small space of time because we were really only there for like 24 hours. We did 24 hours in Yaroslavl, but it was definitely worth it because we had a lot of fun. And if you are in Russia and you haven't yet gone to Yaroslavl, I'd recommend going there just maybe for a day or a weekend like we did, because we managed to see basically everything during that weekend. And if you're visiting Moscow or you're just in Russia, you can definitely just go to Yaroslavl for a weekend like we did. But before I do finish this video, I do want to let you know that I have started a Patreon account. I'm super excited about this, as if you didn't know already, I'm a full-time online English teacher for kids, like teaching English as a foreign language, and I work 7 days a week, around 5 hours a day. And this is actually the first weekend I've taken off work, because usually I either take off one day if I want to film like a huge video, like the video about the day in the life of a Russian model, that I had to take a day off work. But usually when I film videos, I wake up super early in the morning and film it before I start work, and then edit before I start cooking dinner after work. So it's quite intense, and I would like to spend more time and energy into creating content, traveling around Russia and creating content all about that. So if you are interested in financially supporting me so that I can invest time and energy into making more content like this, I'd really appreciate if you would go to my Patreon account and just consider supporting my channel. But yeah, that's it for this video and this weekend. I really hope you enjoyed coming along with us to Yaroslavl. If you did enjoy it, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, because every single Sunday I upload a new video all about living and traveling in Russia. So yeah, see you next Sunday for another video. Bye!